Daytona Beach, Florida. Father, Lopez High School.
Right.
And listen, we got 15 minutes, so I brought my tool. Stopwatch. Time myself here. And here's the key. Here's the key to everything. What are your tools? You got to bring your tools. Probably a screwdriver, because you want to put that label, Myrtle Beach Chevrolet, on those cars you sell. And my main focus, guys and gals, is what makes a difference for you guys to be the best you can be. You want to be the best in the business. And a lot of that has to do with things you can't see. What I mean by that is, you can't see heart. You can't see guts. What's inside you when you come to work every day with a smile. Your goal should be smiling in and smiling out. That's what your goal is going to be, because it's easy to be a mope and a whiner. You got to be positive every day, because that's your J-O-B. That's your mantra. You can't be a time guy or a gal. You can't be a time guy. Football coaches like me did it for 40 years. Never bought a watch. I had a watch on the field because we had to go by a watch on the field. 2-hour practice, 2.5-hour practice. Some of our periods were 15, 10 minutes, whatever. So then I would have a watch. But normally, other than that, it's no 9 to 5. It's get the job done and not be a clock watcher. Enjoy the experience while you're there, while you're doing the job. Coming out of being a professional golfer to this, heck of a lot different. Heck of a lot different. It's a unique business that you're in, because you're really your own contractor. And what you make of it is, hey, how you hustle. Take time off, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna go to the Super Bowl. You're gonna be out of the playoffs. Every day, you want to seek to get better. And I talk about, I know Louis likes the term heart. He uses that term. I like to use the term guts. Guts meaning the acronym GUTS, great, under tension, and stress. And there's never a day that you're not going to have some tension and stress. Because somebody's going to be barking at you. The manager, financial guy, the Bridgeport financial guy, he's going to be barking at you. Plays a little baseball. You got Louis pounding the nail, wants you to row the boat. Hey, because he expects you to be great every day. And if you come in with a cloudy cumulus cloud, or a nimbus cloud, or a cirrus cloud in your brain, you ain't gonna cut it. You're not gonna cut it. And you're not gonna make that extra effort. You're not gonna be able to come and make your quota. Because maybe your quota might have been, hey, I want to get 1 today. Hey, you want to get 2. If your quota is 2, you want to get 3. And that's how you go about your business to get your number for the month. And when you get your number, let's say it's 10 after 20 days. Somebody told me he got 7 in 1 day. Is that the record? 7 in
About that.
well, no, you had 7 cars the other day.
Monday.
Monday you had 7. It's a good number. It's a good number. Then Tuesday you got 7. Get 7 every day. But now make it 8. And then be fired up on a Saturday when more customers come in. by accident, without the calls, without the back room brawlers. I call them back room brawlers, you know, the ladies that do all the calling. Hey, they're important. So let them know that they're important. See? Let everybody know that works with you guys that they're important. WAI, we're all important in the program. That's how we made it when we were with the Giants. See, I was with Parcells. And, you know, the janitors would walk around, custodians, guys with one tooth, you know, they're the bus drivers, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. We had an assortment of people, probably 100 people working for the Giants. Everybody's important because we're trying to get to the Super Bowl. And we got to have everybody on board. So you respect everybody that works here. You get to know the guy that's, you know, putting on the tire over there, you know, that comes out of Aner. Used to be a farmer. Get to know that guy because he might have some contacts for you. Treat everybody like they're a millionaire. And when you find a millionaire, treat that guy or that gal like he or she is a billionaire. That's how you gotta look at it. When that guy walks in the door and he got the Harley Davidson cut off sweatshirt, you know, and he got the overalls coming in and, you know, got a little tobacco around the cheeks, you know. You don't know about that guy. That guy might have $1 million, maybe more. Coming out right out of Aner, sold a lot of real estate. Get to know that guy because he may be buying 6 in one swoop. So you never look and say, hey, you don't look that great. Probably can't sell that guy. That's the guy you want to attack. That's the guy you want to attack. That's the guy you want to attack. So, hey, I work with, I don't have a lot of time, Coach, but I work with the greatest coach in the history of football, Bill Belichick, 4 years, New York Giants. He and I shared an office like this. Nothing bigger than this. He, myself, and then we had a guy named Lamar Leachman, who might have bought a car here. Lamar Leachman died. He had a stroke. Lamar Leachman, one of the greatest defensive line coaches I've ever been around. Belichick was the linebacker coach. I was the secondary coach. Romeo Crennel, remember Romeo? He was our outside linebacker coach. We had a Hall of Fame staff, and the first year, Parcells was the head coach. Legendary Parcells. Hey, we couldn't beat Carolina Forest High School. Soccer team, maybe. Maybe. Hey, we'd struggle with them. We couldn't come off the ball. We were weak. Hey, we won 3 ball games. Nobody ever talks about it. Coach Sell come down. You remember Howard Coach Sell? How many guys remember Coach Sell? Hey, Coach Sell comes down the elevator with me. He says, hey, Schnall. It's my last name. Hey, Schnall, you guys suck. I said, thanks, Coach Sell. Hey, we just tied the Cardinals, a bad team. And that time it was St. Louis Cardinals. We just tied them 20-20 coming down the elevator. Coach Sell, hey, Schnall, you suck. Hey, that's probably right. Thank you, Coach Sell. Hey, we were terrible. But after the season, we evaluated and we got stronger. We brought in a new strength coach. We got a new weight room. We turned the program around. We found ways to become more efficient. All of a sudden, we go from 3 wins, 1983. Look it up. Look it up, Cindy. Cindy Crawford. Hey, Cindy Crawford, look it up. Well, you look like Cindy Crawford. Maybe a little prettier. Hey, look it up. The next year, we win 11. We go from 3 to 11. Not bad. It's like what the Rams did this year, you know? Hey, And what was the difference? Changed the culture. All of a sudden, Lawrence Taylor, who don't want to work out. Harry Carson, don't want to work out. Hall of Famers. They don't want to be in our weight room. They want to do the Jane Fonda workout at the Fitness Edge. You know, hey, they don't want to do what the strength guy's talking about. Johnny Parker comes in from Ole Miss. Bobby Knight recommends him to Parcells. All of a sudden, we got a new weight room. All of a sudden, we got a new culture. All of a sudden, Lawrence Taylor's working out with Johnny Parker. He's setting the tone. He's the role model. We go from 3 wins to 11 wins. The next year, we go 1 game from the soup, lose to the Bears. Then the next year, we win the Super Bowl. We went from being horrible, couldn't beat Carolina Forest, your old school. Even if you were playing, we'd have a tough time. Oh, Ryan. Can you imagine him running the option? Down the line? Pitching the ball. Hey, buddy. Bridgeport. Hey, Mr. Arnold College. Andy Robustelli School. Hey, let me tell you something. So we go and we win the Super Bowl. And now, all of a sudden, we go from being the worst coaches in the National Football League. 1983, we're terrible. Hey, I'm thinking about, hey, I better start looking for a job because this ain't going to last. I'm thinking the guy's going to ask me for my keys anytime soon. And then I leave and go to the Chargers. And here's the kicker. I go to the Chargers. Now, we're used to, with the Giants, we're used to winning 13-10, 16-9. Remember those games?
Yeah,
hey, we'd be glad if we won 7-0. That was a great win. We don't need to score a lot. Phil Simms, the quarterback. We don't need to score a lot. Here's what we needed to do. Just win. But don't give up anything on defense. Belichick, not bad, smart guy, right?
Yeah.
Would you say? Would you say he's pretty smart? Okay. Then you got me. I'm reducing the average IQ by a bunch. You know. And then you got Romeo. Then you got Lamar Leachman from Tennessee. Not that great of an IQ, but a great coach. Hey, so we go and attack it, and we get our defense going. We had Taylor, Carson, Banks. Banks is who remembers Carl Banks from Michigan State? Hey, as good as Taylor. Won't make the Hall of Fame. And the difference was turn the culture. And here's where we learned something from Belichick. You guys are going to be watching the Super Bowl next week, unless you got a lobotomy going on. And if you got a lobotomy, you won't watch it. But other than that, you're going to be watching. You're going to find a way to take a peek at that ball game. Because another 300 million people are going to be doing that. And even over in Ethiopia, they'll be watching it. Now, hey, you got to look at it and let's say, hey, what is going on here with this Belichick guy? What the hell? How the hell is this guy winning like this? These other guys aren't bad either, you know. Hey, he's going against some pretty tough people. You know what? I go back to 2 things that happened. Little quick stories, Coach. Did I ever tell you these stories about Belichick? Okay. We're getting ready to have a meeting. We're going to have a meeting between Belichick, me, Romeo, and Lamar. And we're going to meet Nick Saban. Who knows who Nick Saban is? Mm-hmm. Just 3 guys? Wake up and let's smell the coffee. Have another donut. Hey, have another donut. Pro golf, you know what Nick Saban is?
Yeah.
Coach of Alabama.
Of course.
The greatest college coach in the history of college football, including Bear Bryant. Okay? So Saban's coaching the Houston Oilers at that time. The Oilers, now the Tennessee Titans. And he's coaching down there with a bunch of his buddies. He's a secondary coach. I'm a secondary coach for the Giants. So I'm talking to Saban. Because Saban, smart guy. And he loves to play man-to-man. I'm a zone guy. So I'm learning man and he's learning zone from me on the phone. Then we decide, hey, we're going to have a secret meeting. Parcells don't know about it in Glanville. The head coach of the Oilers don't know about it. Because if they did, we're fired. Because you're not supposed to have meetings with other coaches in the NFL. See, you don't have meetings. It'd be like you having a meeting with Jed Coombs. You ain't having a meeting with that guy. Or are you? I don't know. I don't like that guy. See, I don't like that guy. I like Myrtle Beach Chevrolet Cadillac. I don't want to see that Jed guy on TV. I turn him off. I mute him. So now Belichick says, we're going to have a meeting at Princeton University. You know where Princeton is? Not that far from.
That's where I'm from.
I used to coach at Princeton. Were you there when I was coaching there?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. You don't want. Were you at the Yale game?
No.
When we won that ball game?
No.
Hey, right at the end. Big game. Big game. Hey, I coached at Princeton, so I got them to allow us to come down. Secret meeting. Be like one of those Israel-Palestinian meetings. Secret. Secret, you know. So Parcells don't know about it. If he does, we're fired. Glanville don't know about it. If he does, we're fired. So we go down there. We're going to spend 2 days at Princeton University talking defense. I'm going to talk about cover 2. That's my bad. I invented it. They say I invented it. I really didn't. But they gave me credit for it. But of course, Parcells has taken most of the credit for it. You know, so cover 2 I invented in 1969 at Widener University in Chester, Pennsylvania. Anybody know where that is? Mm-hmm. Hey, you know where it is, buddy? Hey, anyway, I had Billy White Shoes Johnson, had Joe Fields. We won a lot of ball games, so we can do anything we wanted on defense, because we're always going to score 50 or 60 points with these great players we had. And we were playing against some ragamuffins that we were dominating. We dominated. Just like you guys got to dominate. We dominated every day. Are you ready to dominate every day?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I love it. And Belichick, we had the meeting. I talk zone, cover 2. I'm not going to get into it on the board. Anybody want to see it, we'll do it after the session. And what was Saban's big deal? Who's an Alabama watcher around here?
3-4.
What do they like to run?
3-4.
Same as the Giants, right? They picked it from us. We ran a 3-4. It wasn't necessarily a 3-4, it was the man to man with press. And press. You know what press means? You're going to get right in the face of the receivers. So what you're trying to do is distract them or derail them off their railroad track.
So we gotta get in the face of customers.
You got to get in the face of customers the same way. Play your man. Press them. Attack them. But you show zone. See, you come in light. With the showing of the zone, you disguise.
You do a little dance.
Yeah, little dance. Hey, you like it, Bridgeport? Hey. Bridgeport's going to do a little disguise, show, and then bump up into man-to-man.
And you watch the eyes.
See, and then you have plan A and plan B. See?
Control.
Yeah. So, hey, it's an illusion. A great salesperson has an illusion of, you're like David Copperfield. You're a magician. You're a magician. You come with one show and tell, and then you change it up. And then before you know it, you go to Bridgeport, or you go to Father Lopez, as your manager, your MGR. See, if you use them, use the MGR as a resource for you, and you get the MGR to sell you. The MGR is the power guy. He sells you. And then the customer starts looking and saying, hey, maybe this guy's pretty good. Or this guy. Hey, better start listening. And then when you talking to these customers that coming in, the inner guy, there's the one tooth, you know, and the guy Loris, and the guy from Turtle City, whatever they, Green Turtle, you know, the Green Turtle guy comes in, you know, hunched up shoulders, you know, don't look like much. Millionaire. Maybe gonna buy not one, but Ernie Banks. What did Ernie Banks say when he played with the Cubs? Come on now, golfer.
No idea. Cubs fan?
What did Ernie Banks say? Let's play two. Let's play two. So when you get a guy coming in, it ain't just one, two. There's a lot of drivers out there. A lot of drivers. I drove in here today. There's traffic on 501, 8 o'clock in the morning. They're all over the place. You gotta buy a car. You gotta buy cars. See, all these people that got kids 12 years old, 13 years old. I got a couple of these grandkids. Looking at cars, they're 12 years old. Can't even see over the steering wheel. But they gotta buy. They gotta drive. Because the parents don't want to drive them anymore. Getting tired. Gets old driving them around. Do not mistake activity for achievement. Whoever heard of that?
What do you mean, Steve?
What do I mean by that is, don't just be active, looking busy. Have a plan. Know what the heck you're doing minute by minute. Time is precious. It's the same thing on a football field. We got a 2-hour practice. We're organized. We transition with plan. No wasted time. We have it written in. We want to have a water break. It's a 1.5 minute water break. Timed. Everything clocked. So you don't waste.
See how everything relates?
Don't waste time.
Huh?
Learn from others, Louis. Learn from others. When you have a resource, if you have a resource that has been a great salesperson, maybe he's retired, call him up. Let's see if we can get a lunch going sometime, or let's bring him in and get some of these what do you call these donuts here, and with the Singrams, ginger ale, the Singrams. Get the Singrams, and is that what they call it, Singram ginger ale? Hey, you bring that in, you get a cup of coffee, and you sit down with the guy and you pick his brain. What made him successful? Who are the top guys? Read. Get Zig Ziglar. You ever hear of Ziggy?
Mm-hmm.
His real first name is what?
Zigman or something.
Zigman?
Hillary. Just like Stoneface Hillary Clinton.
Oh, boy.
Hey, yeah, the old Stoneface. Hey, old wrinkles. Old wrinkles. Hey, you know,
These are the classy things.
hey, snowflake I call. Hey, bring them in. Use them as resources. How are you going to get better? Read Zig Ziglar. By the way, Ziglar went to South Carolina, Gamecock. Nobody knows that. You know that, Rex? Smart guy. The Ziggy, I heard him speak. Yeah, hell of a lot of good things that he says.
He died a little before I was old enough.
You miss him? Okay, and then we finish up with, I'm talking about learn from others. Read. Don't be afraid to read motivational stuff. Don't be afraid to read about Og Mandino the greatest salesman in the history of the world. In 1968 through 1984, hey, I'm a coach, football coach, reading Og Mandino, the greatest salesman in the world. He had several books, I still have. Guys like Zig Ziglar, Og Mandino, sports guys. If a lot of you guys are interested in sports, guys like Pat Riley, guys like Phil Jackson, the coach of the Lakers, you know, guys like Belichick, who doesn't write much, but people do write about him. Okay, Nick Saban, anybody that's successful in the sports business, where you can relay it, transition it to what you do on a daily 6-day-a-week basis, or is it 5 days? I'm not sure exactly what you required here, 5 or 6. If it is 5, you should be working 7, because you never take a day off. Because you got to be, if you're not working here, part of your deal is your mantra: how am I going to get better at my business? That don't mean you can't have nice time with your wife or husband or whatever the hell it is, or your kids, you know. That's important. Family. That's important. But so is this, what you're doing here. And you got to be prepared every day mentally to be the best you can be. Be at the top of your game. Be at the apex. So you dominate the day. You dominate the day. And you don't worry about what others are doing, because, hey, your focus is dominating the day. Don't worry if somebody else is getting an extra spiff or something. It's all irresponsible for you to worry about it. You got to be fine-tuned on what is best for you. How are you going to get better? And using your resources. Don't take lunches. That's a $500 lunch that you're taking. You're losing out because you took the lunch at a hamburger place. Hey, bring your lunch with you and eat on the run. That's how you get to be better. See, we ate on the run. We learned that from Parcells. He's the quickest eater in the history of America. He's in and out. You don't even see him sit down because he's busy. I learned that from him. Hey, I ain't sitting down and relaxing. I'm eating on the run, and I'm getting right back to business. Because, hey, you're unique. You're unique. You're not just average. You're great. You're doing something special. That's what coaching's all about. It's the same thing. Something special. So anyway, see what our time looks like. I talk a little bit about acronyms, Coach. I love acronyms. You guys use them a lot here? For example, what is WIN? As an acronym, what's WIN? Anybody? Who's got an idea on WIN?
Succeed.
Acronym. Acronym means what? Using these letters. W.
Work.
Work. I like it. Give me one there, Rex. Rex Ryan. Come on. Rex Hardy. You related to the president, Hardy? How about Bridgeport? You got one? From Arnold College?
Interface.
Interface. I got W. I got what's important now. What's important now? Today, what are you going to do better? How you going to make it happen? Put you over that 7. At number 7. Acronym. WIT.
What's important tomorrow?
It's a good one. Hey, that's a good one.
Today.
I like it. Good lady right there. Louis knows his stuff. Hey, what do you got, Chucky?
That's a good one. What's important today?
What's important today? I like it. Or whatever it takes.
Yes.
Does it make sense in your business? Does it fit? Is it a fit?
Yeah.
What do you think, my man? Do you fit in? What do you think over on that one? WAI? WAI. Collective. Think about collective.
We're all important.
Yeah, I love it. Who said it?
Brad.
God.
Scott's manager. MGR. Looks like Tommy Lasorda. And they look like Tommy Lasorda a little bit.
You haven't met Tommy Lasorda.
Yes, I have.
I met Tommy Lasorda. I don't look like Tommy
You
Lasorda.
don't like him from Norristown?
No, I like him. I've met him twice at Ball.
He's crazy. He's crazy. Hey, 91 years old, still going.
He's still alive, too.
Hey, I like it. We're all important. We're all important. And hey, now I'm going to finish up with this, Coach. Then you're going to have your meeting. I'm going to just finish up with points that make a difference. One, keep a to-don't list. Not a to-do list, a to-don't list. Things you don't want to do. Like, do not mistake activity for achievement. Like, hey, plan B, plan C, like what the great coaches have. The ones that don't can't adjust. Can't make the MTAs. What's MTA? They can't make the adjustment. Can't make the adjustment on the fly. Because what happens, they choke. They choke on the field. See? And they don't look for the resource to get help. Go to the marketing guy. Go to Tommy Lasorda. Look at Tommy. Look at Tommy. Wake up, Tommy. Calling him Tommy from now on. Andy Robustelli from now on. He's no longer Bridgeport. He's Andy Robustelli. Hall of Famer, New York Giants. Hey, and then politely learn to say no. Politely learn to say no. I'm going to be able to do that. Sometimes Louie's got to do that. It don't work sometimes, even though you want it to work. Cooperation, together, teamwork. Who thought about teamwork in this business? This is a team. Team, put it on the board. Acronym. You got a good one for that? Team. Together.
Everybody achieves more.
There you go. Who said that?
Chucky.
Chucky. Chucky Bednar.
It's good.
Hall of Famer.
Everybody achieves more.
Together, everyone achieves more. Start your game day, which is every day. So you got a game every day. Ain't no practice in this business. You got a game every day. Hey, 6-7 days a week. You don't work on Sundays. I don't know why. Take Sunday off. They play pro football on Sunday. Is that why? Okay. Hey, start your game day earlier. Do simple better. Do simple better.
What do you mean?
In other words, hey, simplify the common denominators. Your goals, your objectives, and also learning your product in a simplified way so you can explain it to the customer. You have to know your product. Every one of these cars you sell in here, I'm not exactly sure of the number that you have, but you have a lot. Okay? You got to know that stuff better than the customer. And the customer can learn because they got internet now. So you can't fake it. Because if you fake it, they're going to know it. And they won't trust you. They won't trust you. The other one is My favorite acronym that I've been using, that I made up. Did not use this when I was coaching. I'm retired from coaching now, but if Belichick calls me, that's what he'll hear from me. Cuppa. Calm under pressure always. Be a cuppa. When the pressure hits, and you're getting hit by, well, man, trying to make this sale. It's 5 o'clock. It's late. Can I do it? Stay calm under pressure always. You teach yourself to breathe. Teach yourself to stay calm like you're in a tennis match and you're in a tiebreaker and you're in the Australian Open and it's the final. And stay calm under pressure in order to do it. Just like in sports, just like in cardio and shit. It all relates. Okay, baby. Hey, dominate the day!